Hello there! The hunt for Star Wars merchandise can always be fun, especially when you can find the stuff on sale or closeout prices. Welcome to Unboxing the Boxes, my Star Wars collection. This is episode 149. The thrift store purchases. How much did I pay? Let's play a little game. I am going to show you the latest deals on Star Wars merchandise that I've picked up this past week. At the end of the video, I'm going to pause and let you write a comment to tell me how much you think I paid for it all. And then, of course, at the end of the video, I'll tell you. You might be surprised what I actually paid for this stuff. Now, before I unbag these bags, I'd just like to invite you to once again like the video, leave a comment, especially what you think what I paid for these, and of course subscribe to the channel. Let me know that you appreciate this type of content. We are now over 980 subscribers. We are getting very close to that 1,000 subscriber mark. Can we do it by the time I make video number 150? Let's find out. Now, let me get these unbagged and then we'll get started. All right, the first few things I have here to show are the large Funko Pins, not the little ones, the big ones. And they usually go for a fairly decent amount, and I'm not a huge Funko Pin collector. But these were a pretty decent price, so I decided to pick these up. They had 4 different ones, so let's see which ones they had. First of all, we have Fennec Shand from The Mandalorian. And as you can see, she has got her pistol ready to go. These are pretty good pins. These are not a pin you're going to wear, so I don't know what in the world you'd really do with these, which is probably one reason I don't really go out of my way to collect them. But the price was so good on Fennec Shand that I actually bought 2 of them. So there we go. Fennec Shand, the first one of the Funko Pops. The next one is kind of a odd figure, I guess you could say. I don't know if you pronounce the character Kari or Care, something like that. This figure is from, I'm not sure where this figure's from, or where this character's from, I should say. It almost looks like a Darth Vader type thing. I'm thinking it's probably a Sith, but it doesn't have a red lightsaber, so it's probably from some video game that I'm not familiar with. If you know, leave a comment and let me know. Now, one thing I've noticed reading the back of these pins do come with a removable stand. So that's kind of nice. And seeing again that it was a pretty decent price, I did decide to get 2 of those also. So there we go. The amount is starting to build. How much will I be spending here total? The next one was one of the first ones I saw, and of course it was one I had to have. The next one I have here, I just had to have when I saw it, because it is Sebulba from the Phantom Menace. And yes, this is one of several pins that came out for the Phantom Menace, or to recognize the Phantom Menace. They do show 4 pins on the back, different ones that are available. But of course, the thrift store I was in just had basically 4 of these pins, 4 different ones. They had a lot of Marvel pins, but I don't collect Marvel stuff. As you can see with Sebulba, it does a pretty good likeness of it for being something pretty two-dimensional, but the coloring isn't bad considering it's a pin. So, saw this one, had to have it. In fact, not only did I have to have it, I had to have 2 of them. So there we go, Sebulba. Next, we have Count Dooku. He rounds out the 4 pins that I was able to pick up here. And of course, Count Dooku is from Attack of the Clones. He is part of a set again from Attack of the Clones. And it's actually a pretty good likeness of Count Dooku when you look at it. Granted, two-dimensional again because he is a pin. But still, not bad at all. I knew when I saw him I was going to have to pick him up. And of course, once again, I picked up 2 of him. So there we go. We have the 4 Funko Pins that I found on sale. And to tell the truth, this was not all the Funko. There was the little keychain It's the red keychain from the Book of Boba Fett featuring Fennec Shand. And as you can see by the sticker, this is a Target Con exclusive, limited edition. So these were really, really cheap. There again, seeing that it was really, really cheap, I did pick up a second one. Who knows? Maybe I'm going to have a drawing or something and give some of these things away. If you think that's a good idea, let me know. And also give me some pointers on how in the world I would do that. I haven't really tried real hard to do any giveaways yet. So there's those. Let me put these off to the side a bit. And I've got two more things to show you. Okay, the last two things to show you. The first is a Black Series figure. Granted, it's a carbonized figure. I know some of you out there don't really care for the carbonized figures. They look kind of neat and so forth, but they always have a steeper price on them than the regular figures do. I don't understand why you got to pay more just for this little extra finish they put on it, because it's more for the collectors, let's face it. This is, of course, the Shoretrooper from The Mandalorian. It is actually a pretty nice figure, as you can see. Not much for accessories. He comes with a rifle, and that's about it. The main feature with him is that he is carbonized, got that graphite finish on him. I already had one of these, but I thought with the price that they were offering, you know what? I could put a second one in the collection. The last thing that I picked up, I already have. It's the Villainous, Star Wars Villainous game. I really don't know a whole lot about this game. It does come with a few figures, and it looks like some sort of card game. So I think maybe in a not too distant future here, I'm going to have to open up this box and actually see what is actually in this game. It is a heavy box. There's a lot of weight to it. So we'll have to see what is actually all in here. Looks like it does come with 4 figures, 4 different villains of Star Wars. It has Darth Vader, General Grievous, Asajj Ventress, Moff Gideon, and Kylo Ren. Fairly popular characters from the Star Wars saga. Like I said, I think down the road I'm going to have to open it up now that I have a second one. That way I can leave one intact, you know. You know me, I like to keep my stuff in the box. But this one, now that I got this at a decent price, we'll let it go. As far as pricing goes, let me tell you one thing. The Villainous game usually runs for around $39.99, so about 40 bucks. The Shoretrooper, you'd probably be able to find it in the store for about $23.99, regular price. These little keychains, I took a look online and it seems like the price I'm finding, well, it depends on the keychain. I've seen them anywhere from $5 up to $15, but the more popular price I'm seeing lately on these is probably $6.99 a piece. So keep in mind, we got 2 of these. Of course, the pins, when they first come out, they are probably right around that $14.99 for $14.99 each. That's about what I've been finding online for these, is when they first come out, about $14.99. Some of the older ones, like Sebulba and Count Dooku, maybe those were like $12.99 or something. But if I figure the prices at $39.99, $23.99, $6.99, and $14.99 each, that brings this little stash to a total of $197.88. $197.88 plus tax, of course. So almost $200 in regular price. Now comes the chance for you to guess what these actually were on sale for. What did I pay for them? It is quite a bit less than what I would have paid for regular price. In fact, like I said, if I would have paid regular price, these would have still been sitting on store shelves. Leave a comment now and put your guess as to what the price of this stash is. I'll wait. Pause it for a moment and leave your comment. Okay, if you left your comment, let me tell you what I paid for all of these things now. Are you ready for this? Let's start with these 2 little buggers. The little keychains. Remember I said that I found them online. You could probably buy them for about $6.99 each. Well, I paid $1 a piece. Not bad. So there we go. $2 for each of those, or $2 to buy those. The pins. Like I said, they're normally $14.99 if you buy them nowadays. They might have been a little cheaper because they're older ones, of course. So how much did I pay for each of these? Well, I paid $1.99 for each of them. So $2 a piece. I figured for that, I can hardly pass that up, and that's why I bought 2 of each, because they were so cheap. Next, the Shoretrooper. Like I said, these usually go for about $23.99. How much did I pay for the Shoretrooper? Well, I paid $9.99. Wouldn't you love it if all Black Series figures were only $10? That would be awesome. The final thing here is the game, the Star Wars Villainous game. Normally, if you go online and check the prices out for this, it's going to be around that $39.99 mark, $40 for this game. Well, I paid $9.99. $10 I paid for the game here. 75% off. That was pretty good. So how much did I pay for all of this? Well, the grand total without tax was $37.90. So basically, I spent less on all this stuff than I would have paid for normal price of this game. That was a pretty good deal. Couldn't pass that up. How about you? Would you have passed these up if you would have seen these prices in the store? Let me know in the comments. Otherwise, it's time to end this video. So I hope you had a little fun trying to guess what these were. But until next time, may the force be with you and keep collecting.